The mission of the Chinese Culture Center of San Francisco is to elevate the underserved and be a voice for equality. We provide a safe space for artists who champion activism, resiliency, and healthy communities. In doing so, we shift the dominant narrative, empower change, and reimagine our futures.
We all find ways to relate to one another through the magic of art. I think that that's important, that we elevate organizations like Chinese Culture Center to be able to provide access to voices that otherwise would be lost or marginalized.
这次举办的 Women 的展览，然后是非常难得可以从性别以及女性议题出发，那透过艺术的感知与想象，将性别平权的精神延伸至更多的面向与连结与讨论。
That I think CCC really interesting and unique in is the fact that it's hyper-local and hyper-international. And I get a voice to be an amplifier for the voices of people in my neighborhood.
Excellent in its work in engagement, in its work in activism, in its work in advocacy, in its work in community building. There are very few nonprofits like Chinese Culture Center, the best of this city.
I'm so happy to have been an artist doing this art, culture, and belonging project with Chinese Culture Center. The questions that we asked was, what are your hopes and dreams for Chinatown? Now actually on a billboard this month in Atlanta, and we're here to take up space and not be invisible and afraid.
There are so many things about that culture and that art that keeps you strong and keeps you unified over the very rough times that you may have as a community.
What we did on April 10th with Artists Against Asian Violence was a way of showing the potential.
Michael and I built this Two Language, One Community project to connect Chinese American and African American communities together. We find the Chinese Culture Center as one of the best organizations to work with. Responded so fast to the rising crisis and the issues.
A show of support and unity today. City leaders joining with the Chinatown community to say enough to hate and violence.
It was really so moving for me to see Portsmouth Square activated.
It's a safe space that is provided for Asian American Pacific Islander to express themselves with art and share it within the community.
The action on March 20th, I think the main message of the rally was to invite our community members to take up space.
I was so proud to be part of CCC's from Bay to Atlanta. CCC had really been courageous and taking a leadership and speaking out for solidarity.
I think moments like this makes me feel that art shouldn't be an afterthought. It is our voice and our chance to build our own narrative.
The future belongs to the young people.
Future is people.
未来是没有界限，然后充满色彩的。
The future is what we make it.
Building strong communities together.
Really challenging, but the future also is very bright.
The future is neighborhood.
The future is intersectionality.
Future is unpredictable.
The future is us.